Hi, my loves. I want to do a couple quick videos. I know I've been kind of MIA, but life's been intense and healing and growing, and having my own personal life. It's like a lot, but I've been getting a lot of messages, and I know like a lot of people are struggling right now, and so I just wanted to share a couple quick videos. This video I'm going to channel from Donald Trump's Metasoul, and just kind of get a higher perspective of what's coming around during this impeachment process. I know from my regular clients, like a lot of people are going through a lot and feeling a lot and having a lot of conflict come up for healing. And I want, if you're going through that, I want you to rest assured that this is part of the process. And it's really for our highest good to kind of clear this out before the beginning of the new year. So just give me 1 second. I'm just going to tune in and we'll go ahead and start this reading. So in talking to Donald Trump's Metasoul, his Metasoul is like really calm and gentle and surprisingly quiet. And what his Metasoul wants us to know is that that this person that we're calling Donald Trump, the president, is actually a character of kind of a lot of characteristics of what is wrong with the patriarchy, what's wrong with like our men right now. Like this is kind of like the end of the spectrum of toxic masculinity, and he's representing that for us. And there's like a part of it that for us to try and have compassion for this very wounded soul that's acting out in ways that are unbecoming and harmful. But sometimes we need this exaggerated version of the masculine, of a toxic masculine, so that we can start seeing that in ourselves and we can start healing that within ourselves. And so he's really a mirror to help us see this part of ourselves. And this, on a soul level though too, this is a way that his soul wants to learn how to find more compassion, how to find like empathy, how to be able to like feel something. What I feel about his soul is that it's been a long time since he's really been able to feel anything except for fear and grief and sadness, and mostly fear. Like I just feel a lot of fear in his soul. And they're also saying too, like the Metasoul is saying that when we're in fear, it's like really easy to react in a way that is hurtful for other people. Like they're showing me like the picture of like a wounded raccoon or a wounded animal. Like if you try and help them, even though like your intentions are good, they're gonna attack you. And it's in that same situation that this soul is in. And for us to try and have compassion, and so on a soul level there's like learning in it, but it's also a collective level too, that we're learning a lot from how to have more compassion for this soul, how to find boundaries within ourselves so that we're not getting caught up, how we're not getting attacked, we're not trying to help wounded animals. And then, you know, I'm gonna call him Donnie, the inner child. there's this really young part that didn't get the nurturing that he needed, that didn't get the discipline that he needed. Um, Nobody created self boundaries for this little person, or when he was a little person, and how to have compassion for that. There's nobody that created joy for him when he was little. There's no one to teach him about spirituality, or that there's anything more than what we see. And we all have a little Donnie inside of us. And that little Donnie wants to be nurtured. That little Donnie wants to be comforted. That little Donnie wants to be reminded that he's special. That little Donnie wants to know that there's going to be an adult to take care of him. And it's up to us to be that adult for our little Donnies. And so as we're seeing this unplay on this like grand scale, it's really up to us to step in and take care of our little Donnie. And so if there's triggering that's coming out during this, take this as an opportunity to heal your inner little Donnie that needs support, that needs love, that needs boundaries, that needs to know that he's loved unconditionally. And that's where the opportunity is for us individually. And then collectively, it's also a way that we're ushering out the old way of doing things, the patriarchal way of doing things, and it's not going to be in a matriarchal way. We're moving into a different way. We've had matriarchal times in the past, but we're really moving into a way where the masculine and feminine can work together and be a team and find ways where all parties feel like that they are loved and supported and cared for, and that their opinions matter. And so it's going to be more of, they're showing me like the Knights of the Round Table, like a Lancelot's Knights of the Round Table, King Arthur's Lords of the Round Table, where all people are represented, and we're working towards that. And I know in the book that they were all men, but they're kind of showing me that as an example where all people are represented at this table, and all people get to make decisions, and we work together for the common good of all people. And that's where we're kind of going with this. But we can't get to that place if we don't see where our shadows are, where we can't see where we're hiding parts of ourselves. And so we're working towards that. And it's very painful and uncomfortable and scary. And that's okay. It's okay to feel those things. Make sure you're going into it, feeling it, giving those parts attention and affection and love and extra care. And I think the theme for right now too is a lot of self-compassion, a lot of self-love. And when those things come up, make sure that you're forgiving yourself first. Forgive yourself for the ways that you didn't show up for yourself. Forgive yourself for the ways that maybe you weren't as loving as you'd want to be towards yourself. And this is that time, like from now until the New Year's, is this like kind of a cocoon period where I know it's like the holidays and we're kind of expected to go out and have fun, and if you feel you're in a space to do it, but if you also need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, and if things are coming up, make sure that you're giving yourself permission to take time to be self-nurturing. And I'm gonna ask Donald Trump's like Metasoul if there's anything else that we need to know. And his Metasoul is like, have faith. Everything's working out the way it's supposed to. Don't get caught up in the drama and the fear, and that's what the denser energies would like us to do, is to get caught up in the fear and be afraid that like this is like the end of the world. And it's just not true. It's just the beginning. Things are just starting, and things are going to be good. And sometimes we have to go to the depths of our own hells to come to the other side and realize like how good we have it. So we're in that phase now. No matter where you are in that process, have faith that things do get better. And oftentimes it's always darkest before the dawn, and it feels pretty dark and it feels pretty dense right now. So, but we can have faith that the sun will rise again and things will be good at some point. I hope that you found this reading helpful. I send you all my love. I send you all my gratitude. I do one-on-one readings. I will include my email below if you feel called. Feel free to reach out to me. And again, self-compassion, self-love, and self-nurturing is the keys for this time. My love to you.